Hey all, Nuie here, and before I get into this third portion of the White Palace raid, I wanted to tell you a little bit about this week. This week will be a little bit different. I'll only be doing two Allods videos, and it'll be this video, which is the third boss in White Palace, and the last boss in the White Palace, and those will be coming out on Monday and Friday. The other four videos I'll be doing this week, I should say, sorry, will be one Pokemon video and three Elder Scrolls videos. Now, I understand the Elder Scrolls is a uh, new gameplay on my channel, but I'm super deep into the storyline, and I wanted to be sure that I got some of the content out before I got even further. So, to solve that problem, I will be releasing more of those videos this week. But next week I will be back to the normal setup of releasing multiple Allods videos each week. Next week will probably be some PvP videos. Trying out Summy in PvP. Might also do a couple more tutorials, and I might just do some like dicking around in Allods. So whatever, it'll be something. You guys will have to wait and see, but once again, I will be doing 3 or 4 Elder Scrolls Legends videos this week, so stay tuned for that. Now, jumping into the tutorial, this is the third boss in the White Palace raid. This is Hoof. This boss is somewhat easier than the other two bosses in terms of strategies and things like that. He really only has about, well, technically I wouldn't say 3 things, but it's only really 2 things that you need to worry about. The first, well, I'll give it 4 things, because the first thing you want to worry about is positioning. When it comes to this raid, it's pretty easy the easiest way to do this for this boss is to position all of your heals and DPS in one area, as you can see, and then have your tank face away from the raid, like I do here. And that gives you the easiest way to DPS this boss effectively, and then return to these points. I say return to these points because the boss, and this is the second portion of things you want to look out for, Hoof will do a knockup on everyone in the raid, and he will knock them all to the stage. The stage is not exactly a stage, but it's a throne type thing with a chair. When he does this, 2 things you need to be aware of. 1, it shackles everyone in the party, or everyone in the raid. And 2, the only way to remove the shackles is by either Dispel or Sonata. So this is where, once again, bards and engineers will become very useful, because they can dispel the entire party instead of just one person. So I do believe you can Martyrs out of it, and I also do believe that you can live through the damage that comes afterwards with concentration or caution. So it may be easy to survive for some, but for others it can be a one-shot, so just be aware of that. This happens I think 3 times in this video, but I believe it happens every time he gets, well, after he gets down to 50% health. Every time I think 20% of his health is gone, he does that knockback where he puts everyone onto the stage. The best thing you can do is just rearrange yourselves, get back to where you were, and go back to DPSing the boss. Now, the last thing you need to be aware of, and why I say this is technically 3, but it's still partially 4. He will gain a debuff on him, that is these gold coins. Your tank needs to be able to manage these based on how much damage he can actually take himself. Now, the way to get this buff removed is by pulling him off of that platform you saw me on and putting him onto the gold. And that will change the buff he has, where you'll see now he has 2 buffs, and that will reduce the amount of damage that you take. So for your tanks, like for me, I felt pretty confident being able to tank it just at maximum stacks. I didn't feel like I was taking too much damage, or that my healers were not able to heal me. So, but that is me. I'm also running like 500 caution or so. So it's a little bit different than what you may be running. It's a little bit different than what you may be using. So if it's a little bit too much damage for you, all you have to do is move yourself off of where you are tanking him, off of that little platform where I had him, and move him onto the gold so that he changes debuffs and that he doesn't have as much damage output for you. But that's all you really need to look out for with easy mode for Hoof. Other than that, there's not too much to worry about. Just make sure your bards, NGs, whatever support you're running, even your healers, are purifying people so they do not get one shot by that knockover. And you should just focus DPS, and you guys should be fine for this boss. That's all you really got to worry about. But yeah, once again, the last videos for this week will be I will be doing two videos for Allods this week. One on Monday and one on Friday, and then I will be doing four Elder Scrolls Legends videos for that story mode, and then I will also be doing one Pokemon episode. So stay tuned for all of that, and thank you guys for watching my channel. As always, thank you all for all the support, and I'll catch you guys later. We'll catch you guys Friday for the last boss of this. Heaven sent my residence, it's heaven, just visiting, blending.